Hey guys, U-Trance, I'm back with another video. I'm gonna make a little tutorial here. I don't know if it's gonna help you or if it's not gonna help you. But yeah, this is a tutorial about how to get OP overpowered in a faction server. And this is also because I want to help people, but also because you see this, it's like late at night. And then there's usually like 10 diamond dudes in there. There's no diamond dude in there. Except for me. So how do you get this stuff? Well, we'll start with, do you want to play on a 1.8 or a 1.7 server? You gotta think of 1.7 has a better PvP system, but 1.8 has a better enchanting and repairing system. So what do you want to do? You gotta think of that. So when you've chosen the server, of course it's really easy from then on. I'm just saying this, it's because I've done it many times. First off, you find good coordinates. Usually you just ask someone for the world border coordinates, and they say like 10,000 or 20,000. Usually go to 9,000 or 19,000, just like a little bit off the world border, and you build a base there. I usually do a minus and a plus because that's coordinates where people usually don't build bases. Or like if you the spawn is set that way, go that way, make a base over there, you know, something like that. And what to do? Of course, when you walk to those coordinates, you pick up all the cactus and all the sugarcane and all the cows you can find. Why? For the leather and for farms. And there's usually a system in a server where you can sell your cactus and sell your sugarcane. And if you can't, just collect sugarcane and cows, so you can make books and an enchantment table. So before doing this, I suggest looking at the shop, seeing what's the best way to get money. Like, if it's a sugarcane farm, you collect sugar on the way there. If it's like, I don't know, random seeds and ores, you grab grass on the way there. So, when you're there, I suggest you try finding a spawner. Now, usually, the most servers you can buy spawners or mine up spawners with Silk Touch. In Lichcraft, you can buy them or get them from crates. I'll explain crates. I'll explain those later. And from Lone Wolves, you can mine them up if you're VIP or higher. Just ask a rank, me or something, to do it for you. Usually costs money. So then what I suggest is claiming a chunk. So if you don't know how to make a faction, it's usually /f create and then naming it, and then you're done. So usually you have enough money to claim one chunk. So what you do is /f claim, and usually or on some servers like this one, it's /f claim O from 1. And then you have to claim the chunk. Now, a chunk is 16 by 16 by 256 blocks. So I suggest you make like blocks on the corners, like here's a corner, all over there is a corner, and all the way over here's a corner, and there. I suggest you put that there. Then what you start doing is, there's also usually voting on a server, and usually voting gives you XP or money or obsidian, and obsidian you're gonna need for a base. Now let's get to obsidian. If you can't get obsidian, I suggest the first thing you do is get a diamond pickaxe and start mining some for a base. Oh god, I got stalker. So yeah, you start mining some for base, and you set a home at the place where you claim the chunk. And you set like a chest, put all your crap in there, and start mining. If you got some good stuff, you know, a couple diamonds, a little bit of gold, I suggest you start a tree farm like around your plot for red apples, and you can make like golden brown apples into god apples, or gapples as I call them, or as some people call them, enchanted apples or notch apples, whatever. So then you got this little crappy base setup. Now, what I usually do is make a sky base. I like making sky bases. So what I do is go all the way up in the sky, make like a 16 by 16 cobblestone square at around Y200 or more. Don't go to 256 because you're not gonna build higher than that. I should just go max 220 blocks high, and you make that cobblestone platform there. Then you start calculating how big your base you want your base. So let's say 16 by 16. Let's just find something here. Okay, it's like 16 by 16. This is in the sky. Think that it's in the sky. Now what you do is, okay, I want my base to be this big from the inside. What I usually do is make 2 or 3 layers, and 2 is the best if you want creeper proof chests. I'll explain that later too. Now what you start doing is first off you place the chests. Like what I had is one there, one there, one there, one there. Or if you want it creeper proof, I had one here, 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 and one here. And then I had empty here, under it, above it, and in front of it. So you can put water there later. That usually helps a lot. And yeah, so you have that. You start working on that. I suggest if you have extra homes, set a home in the mine, and set a home at like your home, and put like every crap you find in the chest. Now what I suggest, like when you're mining obsidian, I suggest placing a water bucket and then mining it so it doesn't fall in the lava. It's really easy. So you just make 2 layers with a layer of water inside of them, or lava. You can do both. I like water because it's easier to make. And yeah. So, and it distracts withers a lot. Explain that later. Yeah, okay. So, what you got then is an empty base. How do you get it filled? How do you get it OP? How do you get it overpowered? Very easy. Remember that spawner you have, or are gonna get with farms or the money? Yeah, you use that. You make a spawner. So there's many spawner tutorials on YouTube. Just look it up. If you have a zombie spawner, like zombie spawner, how to make a zombie spawner, like how to make a cave spider spawner, XP grinder, etc. And then you got that. So some servers have like XP bottles from kits. Just using that too. So what you then start doing is there's 2 ways of enchanting. I suggest when you're in 1.8 you use the first method, and when you're in 1.7 you use the second method. In 1.7 the method is enchanting something level 30. If it's something good, keep it. If it's something bad, just leave it in a chest somewhere, maybe you could use it later. And in the first method, it's books. Enchant a book with level 1, put it in a chest somewhere. Enchant a book with level 1, put it in a chest somewhere. And eventually you have like 28 protection 1 books. You can all add them up together, and then you have protection 4. And do the same with Unbreaking 3, do the same with sharpness. Really easy. Skype. So that's how you got that. Now for the gapple part, I suggest starting a strip mine or making a gold farm, or both. First off, make the strip mine because it's way easier. I suggest doing your F3 up, and you see that second chord, that's the Y. Go to level 12. start making like a big ass hallway, and then make like straight like this, and then like as long as you can reach, and then over there, and then you go 2 and then again, and you go 2 and again, and that until you find diamond, gold. So that's really easy of finding caves in gold and diamond. I've done that on the lone wolves. I've gotten like over 2 stacks of diamonds and about 3 god apples out of it, out of just that. Why not a gold farm? Because gold farms don't work on lone wolves. They do work on here, but you have to unclaim the territory for it to work. So what is a gold farm? You can look it up on YouTube, but I'll just simply explain here. A gold farm is a series of portals set up with water under it going to a dropping zone, and the pigmen, they walk through the portals in the nether, and they spawn in your portals, walk down the drop zone. You can kill them for golden nuggets. That's how most players usually get their golden apples and XP, so usually you don't have to get that spawner if you have a gold farm. But a gold farm is hard to make because you need a lot of obsidian for it. Yeah, you can look it up. So then you got the golden apples, then you get everything. Now then there's the last part, going to the nether. Now usually when a server's been up for a long time, people sell nether warts and like blaze rods, but sometimes they don't. So what I did is, on lone wolves, I went to the nether, found a nether fortress, which took me like an hour or something. You need to go to very far out coordinates. Yeah, you need to go to very far out coordinates, and then usually you'll find one with a blaze spawner. Now if you can mine up the blaze spawner, I suggest doing it and placing it like somewhere on the ground near water, and killing some blazes easily. I suggest doing this with also some crappy armor you don't need, like the crap armor you enchant with level 30 before, like something like that, like the fire protection armor you never needed. Well, you need it now for the blaze spawner. So then you got that going for you. You got potions, you got golden apples, you got armor. Because of the strip mine, you got diamonds, and because of the enchanting part I explained about, you got protection 4 and breaking 3. Oh god, I'm getting laggy. It's probably because the video is so long. I should probably end it really soon. So I think that's it. Yeah, that's quite it. If you can get any spawner you want, I suggest getting a skeleton spawner, and if it works, placing the skeleton spawner in the nether, because on some servers you can place a skeleton spawner in the nether and it will spawn wither skeletons, and those drop wither heads, and with wither heads you can raid any obsidian base there is. Hey, Inferno. Okay. So yeah, that's been my tutorial of how to get OP. If you have any questions about extra stuff, like how I do it, should I make a series of getting OP, just like leave it in the comments. I'll find the server, get OP on it. I'll probably do it with my alt on lone wolves or something. But yeah, if you want to know, anything else, just ask it in the comments. And yeah, this is my tutorial of how to get OP